She cried on the internet, and a nation cried happy tears with her. Let's unpack the faith, the courage, and the community behind Toke Makinwa's new baby news. Okay? Welcome to another series on the Woman Stand in Your Power series. Okay? Welcome to another edition of the Woman Stand in Your Power series. And I'm happy, and it's a beautiful thing. So today we are going to be talking about how the news on Toke Makinwa and how she opens up on her pregnancy news in a very emotional episode on Toke Moments. All right. So the internet, the YouTube streets, the blogs, everywhere has it that media personality Toke Makinwa recently shared her pregnancy journey on the latest episode of her show. See how I'm laughing? See how I'm just doing anyhow? On her show, Toke Moments, I just watched it and I couldn't believe that I was crying for somebody like that. It was not cry of pain, but happy tears. So, in this emotional revelation, she announced that she was expecting her first child at 40 years old. And describing the experience, she did describe the experience as life changing. All right. So on social media, we had a lot of people coming to talk about it. And, it was all over the place. Um, she shared the moment she discovered she was pregnant, expressing both disbelief and overwhelming joy. Hmm. For those people that don't know who Toke Makinwa is, let me take a pause. I'm going to take a pause. Hold on, guys. And let me bring in her picture. I should have done that before I started this video. Okay. It is what it is. Share screen. So that's this Toke Makinwa on the screen for you all to see. She's a wonderful presenter. She's not void of controversy. Yes, she's not void of controversy at all. A lot of people know her because of the things that she says and how she acts. And she's just one person that is herself. She's authentic, she's who she is, and she's unapologetic about it. All right. So she described the experience as life-changing, and she went on to tell us about, how she felt about the whole thing. Okay. Let me see where I'm at. Okay. I said she said to us that She was in disbelief and she was in overwhelming shock. She became emotional during the episode, saying that she couldn't believe that she cried on internet. She reflected on her journey with the phrase lines, or with the phrase, the lines have fallen for me in pleasant places. See, when you pray that prayer for yourself, or when somebody prays that prayer for you, that is something that is deep. When they say the lines are falling for you, or falling for me, or the lines are falling for you in pleasant places, it means good things are about to happen for you. And she said it's only just the beginning. She went ahead and emphasized her faith, reminding our audience that God is never late. A message of hope for other people who are waiting for their breakthrough. Now, we see a lot of celebrities reacting to this on, social media. So a lot of them took to internet, and she into the internet, onto the internet. I don't even know which English to speak again. This one is they sweet my belly too much. I don't know this guy English where I go speak. So she received an outpouring of love and congratulations from her fans and celebrity friends. People like Omoni Oboli described the moment as too beautiful. Omotola Jalade sent prayers and blessings. A lot of people were out and about, praising and, dancing, and everybody was joyous. Jackie Aina called the news stunning, stunning, stunning. Joselyn Dumas referred to the news as an absolute blessing. Now, the announcement comes as Toke enters this new chapter in her life, sharing both her vulnerability and her excitement with our audience. Okay, so let's watch a brief some snapshots of the video. Okay, I'm gonna be sharing that video right now. Let's listen. This is from Toke Moments. She has a YouTube channel where she shared and broke the news to everyone.
Well, I guess me Wednesday coming out and speaking on relationships, I didn't realize that my own home was on fire. And you guys saw me through finding out, about my marriage and how it ended. You can see all the press out there. This episode is particularly emotional for me because 10 years ago, I literally had my life. I mean, for everyone who sees headlines and who sees me and who has an idea who I am or who doesn't, so many things have been said about me in the press, and I think one of the most painful and most just nerve-wracking things that ever happened to me in my life is just watching that part of my life play out the way it did. I'm over it and I'm not crying because of that. But just last night, knowing I was going to be chatting with you guys today, I was doing my night prayers and for some reason I thought about that season. Oh, gosh. I'm just going to break the news to you guys. The reason why I've been away so much this year has been such a... I'm not one to cry on the internet. The happiest people will cry on the internet. I literally talk about why are they crying, but it's with so much joy that I feel like I owe you guys this much because you guys have been with me through every single journey that I've taken on YouTube, through going through a divorce, through finding myself again, through, just radio, television, and this even becoming the podcast that it is. And on the podcast today, I really want to share with you guys that I'm about to be a mom.
Ooh.
I'm so pregnant, guys.
I'm
about to my God. People don't even provide tissue for me. What kind of people do I work with, Jerry? Why are you people so wicked? Now, this episode is brought to you guys by One Wellness.
For those people who don't know her, she was married before, and she had fertility issues, and the man went ahead and had a child outside of wedlock. It was cheating on her, and she had to leave him, and she started her life's journey all over again. She put herself, she tried to date, she put herself, she put her career at the forefront. She was doing a lot of things. She has now become very successful. And then she decided to go ahead and say, look, it's time for me to have a child, but it wasn't happening. Let's just continue to watch. And
see, one of the biggest things I remember at my 29th birthday, I had never wanted to be, or I never thought about marriage like that. I've never been one of those people that would talk about, oh my God, I want to get married, because it just was one of those things that I thought would happen when it's supposed to happen. But I remember 29, and I actually said to myself, it won't be bad for me to get married this year. Actually, I want to turn 30 in my husband's house. No pressure. That was just me. This is not to say that if you're 30 and not married, there's something wrong with you. This is me sharing my own journey with you, however that might sound. And turning 30, I did cut my cake in my husband's house. Thank you. I promise not to fall apart again. And, that was special because I always refer to the fact that I did say it and the universe heard me. And, my 30s took a turn for what it's worth. You know, he had a baby on me. The marriage ended. And I literally had to start over again to build my life all over again. And building my life.
I would want you all to go ahead and watch the video. I just want to jump over to where she found out she was pregnant.
Abuja Monday nights to show up in Ikeja, go straight to the studio, film the buzz, leave after the buzz, back to the airport and fly to Abuja to be on set that night. But you know what? People thought I was owing rent. Why are you working so hard? That was only where I was staying alive. Everything around me was not working. I did not want to be in any relationship. I was done. Like, guys, just leave me alone. I'm fighting God. I don't pray to him anymore. Several times on the plane, when they be like, I used to be so afraid of flying locally. I became a G that if this is how you want to take me, I'm ready. Okay.
Wow,
I even knew the route between Lagos and
okay.
Abuja. I knew where the turbulence was. I know when you pass.
You're crazy, Toke. I want to take us to where she found out she was pregnant.
I'm not praying to get things from you. I'm just praying, just really just befriend you. I just want to be your friend. I just want us to be cool.
Okay, so she moved from, at some point she was angry with God. She wasn't praying to him. She was like, whatever, take me and all of that. Now she's at a point where she's saying, hey, I don't want to ask for anything. I just want to have a relationship with you, God. And let's continue.
Because I'm tired of being the Christian that when things are good, we're good. When things are bad, I'm like, I beg. I don't know if there's a beg, So I committed to that journey, and that was that. I remember going away. We went to Tenerife. I had an amazing 40th birthday, and I wasn't thinking. I was having the best time of my life. December, I was looking forward to. I'm just going to enjoy myself. The last thing on my mind was this. I was just like, you know what? Whatever. We got back from Tenerife, and I remember talking to my doctor, and we're just catching up. And my doctor has become my friend because he was just saying to me, you can't, just be thankful, enjoy your life, take the time off, enjoy yourself, don't think about this, And we're down to one more option. And I remember us talking about it, and I said, should we try one more time? Let's just try. And he goes, are you sure you can handle it? And I'm like, you know what? No problem. Let's try. So, of course, I committed to getting my body ready and trying. And I remember the day that I stepped out of the shower at the beginning of, I think we're back at the end of November. So, beginning of December, I was committed to saying, okay, I'll try this again. And I remember thinking to myself, I said a prayer. I said, if I'm not doing this because I did a Thanksgiving or committing or asking you, but if you're on this journey with me, grant me success. And if you're not, let's work this out, God. I'm tired of being a Christian who breaks down when the vehicle is not working. I'm tired of being the Christian who breaks down when there's bad news. I just want you to give me the grace to still carry on and have a good Christmas, regardless of what the hospital says or what the reports will be. I just want to go ahead and just have a great Christmas, right? And just enjoy myself. So the strength I would need to recover from will come from you. Oh, let's just carry on. And I didn't think about it. I was just like, okay, I'm just going to have fun. And then I remember on the 17th, getting a call that changed my life. That was the call Once I saw my doctor calling me, I was just like, he's calling to give me bad news. Because the morning of the 17th, I had said to myself that, okay, today might go left. If it goes left, I'm only praying for grace to just carry me through, this season, because Christmas is coming and I don't want to be down and depressed at Christmas. But what this means is that I'm down to square one, literally having to start again. But I didn't want to explore looking at my glass as halfway empty, right?
Mm.
And I got the call and my doctor, my guy is like, "Where are you?" I'm like, "I'm home. Just break the news to me." It didn't work, right? And she said, "Are you sat down?" And I said, "Yes," because I'm looking at your results. We have a strong, positive yes. Nobody could have prepared me for that moment. And the beautiful thing, why I told you guys all this story to get here. At the start, I told God, I want to turn 40 a mom. I turned 40 in November. He did it in December. Like, he
Wow.
didn't fail. God is never late. He just
Mm.
didn't do it the way I thought it was going to happen. Because if he
God is never late, guys. God is never late. There are a lot of things that we can learn from this story, okay? And for a lot of people who are waiting on God, a lot of women who are waiting for God, a lot of men who are waiting on God for one thing or the other, okay? God is never late. God is never late. Let's continue to watch.
had, what's the joy? That Thanksgiving could have been, "Hey guys, I'm pregnant, I'm married." It will be expected. And what I'll be telling people is, I sowed. And because I sowed, God honored my faith. And that's not what he wanted, because that is very transactional. He
Mm.
took me on a journey and he did not skip a beat. In December, I'm not 41 yet. I'm 40 and I'm a mom. Like, if that doesn't send chills down your spine, I don't know what else will. So I don't know what you're waiting for, how you're waiting. I don't want to spiritualize every aspect, because I know that the people that don't want kids, and that's fine. This video might not be for you, but still rejoice with me. That's great. Like, not everybody's meant to be a mom, and I agree. Like, I'm not here to preach that to you, but if you desire motherhood, however you desire it, gone were the days when people would tell us things like a woman's window is short, and you about quickly say, "Ile obinrin o kin pẹ́ ṣú."
A door that God has not shut, nobody can shut it. All right, I'm doing this video because, dear Standing Your Power community, this is a beautiful lesson, a beautiful story of patience. It's a beautiful story of faith and personal triumph that recently made headlines in the Nigerian media space. Okay, so Toke she went to her show and she shared with us an intimate glimpse into the new chapter of her life. And there are so many lessons as a community focused on personal empowerment and authentic living. There are so many lessons that we can extract from Toke's journey. And some of these lessons align perfectly with our core values on this channel. One of the most striking statements from Toke's announcements was that was her reminder when she said God is never late. And that's what I want everyone watching, whether you're a man, whether you're a woman, I want you to always remember that God is never late. Whatever you are waiting for, whether it's in business, whether it's in marriage, whether it's in your health, your family, your love life, whatever sphere of life you are experiencing something, know that God is never late. In a world where we often feel pressured to achieve life's milestones according to societal timelines. You remember she said, oh, that she's living in in a society where people tell her that the window of a woman's fertility shuts real quick. Okay, so we are often pressured to achieve life milestones according to societal timeline. But Toke's journey reminds us here that our individual parts would always unfold in their own perfect timing. And for me, this resonates deeply for me and resonates deeply with our stand in your power philosophy. That true empowerment comes from trusting your own unique journey rather than comparing yourself with other people. Now there was a part that stood out for me where she said, the lines are falling for me in pleasant places. It's only just the beginning. That sentence is so pregnant with meaning. This perspective teaches us to embrace where we are. It teaches us to remain present in the moment. Embrace where you are while remaining open to blessings that are waiting for us. Many in this community have experienced frustration with delayed dreams. I am one. Frustration with delayed dreams or goals that seem out of reach. Toke's story serves as a beautiful reminder, should serve as a beautiful reminder that seasons change. And what may seem like waiting today could actually be preparation for you for something wonderful. Okay? So I don't know where you are waiting or what you are waiting, in what area of your life that you are waiting on. Just know that you are being prepared for something wonderful. And I need you to understand, people, that vulnerability is strength. In her announcement, she allowed herself to be vulnerable. She was crying and even joking about crying on the internet. For me, this was authentic display of emotions. And this kind of authentic display of emotion challenges the misconception that strength means hiding our feelings. As we have always discussed on this channel, in many of our Stand in Your Power sessions and in many of our Women Stand in Your Power series, true strength often manifests in the courage of being vulnerable and in the area where we share our genuine experiences. This is one woman that is very open with her life issues, her life struggles. People have judged her, people have called her all sorts of things. But by opening up about her journey, Toke has created a space for other people to feel seen in their own experiences. Now, this aligns with our community's emphasis on authentic expression as a pathway to personal power and a pathway to connecting with other people. Some people be like, don't air all your dirty linens outside. We are not saying you should air your dirty linen outside. We are just saying be vulnerable. And it takes courage to be vulnerable. Okay? Now, in this story, I see the beauty of community support. She experienced outpouring of love and congratulations from both fans and celebrities, friends following, a lot of people following her announcement. And this highlights to me the importance of community during life significant moments where people like Omoni Oboli, Omotola Jalade, Joselyn Dumas, a lot of people, they all celebrated this new chapter with her. All right. This also for me, okay, before I go ahead, let me also show you the gender reveal. Okay. All of this demonstrates that it demonstrates the things that we've always advocated on this channel. Okay. In a lot of our sessions, I have said that the tremendous value, I've talked about the tremendous value of building a supportive community that will celebrate your wins and hold space for you during challenging periods. Another example that of support is when she was doing her gender reveal. Let me share that with you as well. All right. So this is the video where she was sharing the gender reveal. She was there with her sisters, a lot of people that meant the world to her. And just watch a glimpse of this and see the support she has.
My darling, precious baby, thank you for choosing me to come to this world. Thank you for the greatest honor of being your mommy. I promise to try to protect you, to be there for you. Ah, the moment is here, guys. If I open this box, I don't know what is inside. Wait, wait, wait,
This is the gender reveal.
wait. We're gonna jump. The moment is here. The moment is here. My sisters are in the background. God, I'm so scared. Too very scared.
You heard her say, "My sisters are in the background." That's support right there.
My heart, I just can't wait to see the color. I don't want to look. Guys, tell me what is it?
Oh, how beautiful!
It's a girl. Oh my God! It's a girl. Oh, that is so amazing.
You see all those people around her? That's community right there. That's support system right there. Okay. So not only is she authentic, she also has a supportive community that of people that were there to celebrate her wins and support her during challenges. Okay. So true empowerment includes knowing when to stand alone and when to lean into the strength of those who support you. Okay. Another thing I learned from this is embracing life seasons with grace. Embracing life seasons with grace. She described her pregnancy as one of the sweetest seasons of her life. Now, this framing reflects a mindful approach to life's chapters, recognizing, naming, and fully experiencing each season for what it really is. Okay, in a lot of our Standing Your Power discussions, we often talk about the importance of presence and fully engaging in your current reality rather than you rushing through it. Okay, so she has been able to sit through the process, and today she's sharing with us a journey. Now, Toke's approach teaches us to honor each phase of our journey, including the waiting periods, the gratitude. You wait with gratitude, you wait with awareness. This mindful embrace of life's changing seasons, for me, is a cornerstone of sustainable personal empowerment. This is a lady that lost her parents when she was very young. She would have gone through a lot of challenging periods, and today she's here. Okay? Faith is a foundation for resilience. Throughout our announcement, I really did cry because, I've been following her story from way back. Throughout an announcement, Toke referenced as her faith as a sustaining force. A lot of people will say, "Oh, she's a this, she's a that, she's a baddie." But the truth is, you never know people, you never know the depth. Mary says, "It's the God in me." When she goes back home, after all the whatever that she does on social media, when she goes back home, she knows her God. She kneels down and prays. She kneels down. She formed a relationship with him. She referenced her faith as a sustaining force. She spoke of the unshakable faith that has carried her here. This aligns with our conversation about finding your personal space or your personal source of strength. Whether it is spiritual, whether it is philosophical, or otherwise, you need to find your source of strength that grounds you through life's uncertainties. Okay? So our baby girl for life is now going to be a mom. For many people in on this channel or here watching this, you need to connect with your spiritual foundation, because connecting with your spiritual foundation has been transformative in building resilience. I cannot say enough about that. I am a living testament of connecting with your spiritual foundation, going inwardly, talk to God, call on him, form a personal relationship with him, and go to him for yourself. Okay? Toke's testimony reinforces how faith can serve as an anchor during waiting period and as a foundation for celebrating breakthroughs. No worry, one day I'll share my own testimonies too. So yeah, it is beautiful. It is a beautiful moment to watch. All right. And another thing I see here is that your hope can be a catalyst for other people. Your hope can be a catalyst for other people. Perhaps most powerfully, Toke framed her story not just as a personal celebration, but she framed it as a gentle encouragement to other people still waiting for their own breakthrough. She intentionally positioned her joy as a spark of hope for other people. A beautiful example of how our individual triumphs can serve a greater purpose. That is why it's always good to share your testimony, to talk to somebody, to share your wins, to share your story, because you never know who is listening and who can become hopeful just by hearing your story. Okay, so not just your personal empowerment for its own sake, but empowerment that ripples outside to inspire other people, right? What you say can empower other people, inspire them, and elevate them. So for me, I would ask that we apply these lessons to our own journey. As you reflect on Toke's story, please consider these questions. Consider asking yourself these questions. Or let me put it this way, consider these questions. Where in your life are you rushing the process instead of trusting the process? Where in your life are you not trusting divine timing? Ask yourself, how might vulnerability actually strengthen my connection with other people? Who makes your celebration community? How do you show up for each other? Are you fully present in your current season or constantly looking ahead? What is that thing that serves as your foundation during periods of waiting and periods of uncertainty? And again, the last question I would like to ask that you ask yourself is, how might your breakthrough story eventually inspire someone? Okay? I need you to remember that standing in your power isn't about having everything figured out or having milestones on a predetermined schedule. It's about embracing your authentic journey with grace, with faith, and the courage to share it with other people. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section. My final thought on this whole Toke Makinwa's celebratory journey is that her pregnancy announcement offers us much more than celebrity news, okay? It provides a template for how we all should navigate personal milestones with authenticity, faith, and community. And as we continue to stand in our power, let's carry these lessons forward, remembering that our journey unfolds in perfect timing and that our stories have the power to inspire others that are waiting for their own breakthrough moments. So with that, I say to you, if you are waiting you are in a waiting room season right now, comment, I'm trusting God. I'm trusting God's timing. Comment it in the comment section. Share this video with a sister who needs hope today, or with a brother who needs hope today, and subscribe for more exciting videos like this. As always, I invite you to share your thoughts and your reflections in the comment section. Thank you for being here. I will see you guys in the next one. I am standing in power with you. Bye bye. Bye.